especially around supper time. I start to think about my need for a real fine lady to be a good friend of mine. Talking about my need to find a woman, talking about my need to find a friend, talking about my need to be with you again. La 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 la. Do you believe in extreme situations or natural phenomenon? Then you believe in my need for a real fine lady to be my real good friend. Talking about my need to find some comfort, talking about my need to find some friends, talking about my need to be with you again. Whoa, hey lazy-eyed long-haired euphoria, tell me, is it really so? Yes, yes, I can measure truly good for my body and my soul. Talking about my need to help me mellow, talking about my need to help me know, talking about my need for a lady on the road. La 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 la. I'm talking about my need to find a woman, talking about my need to find a friend, talking about my need to be with you again. Whoa. Thank you. So I had 3 David Seaton guitars, all acoustic guitars, and one Canadian guitar called a Godin, made by Robert Godin in Canada. And it was a nice guitar. It not only was a classical guitar, but it was a MIDI instrument too. And so I approached David and said, you know, I need one more guitar from you that's going to take the place of the Canadian guitar, eh? And he said, okay, I can do that. So we put the pickup, we bought another pickup and put it in this gorgeous classical guitar that is named Siobhan. Siobhan, like a beautiful Irish redhead. This is redwood, curly redwood on the top here, and ebony from Madagascar on the back and sides, and some burl redwood up here. So now I'm in complete guitar heaven, and you can't take me out. So David the other day said, I just had a sad thought. I don't think you need any more guitars. I'm sure we'll figure something out though. Well, I'm going to move on to a little bit of reggae music here. This song is called Here Now. Well, I don't think about insurance except to drive my car. I keep my money in a red bag and it doesn't go very far. I don't have a plan for retirement. I can hardly think 3 weeks ahead. Every day it's a brand new world. You can pass through it living or dead. Are you here now? Around here now. Around. And I try not to think about tomorrow. forget yesterday. All we really have is a day at the time to make. How many moments are in a day? Moment to moment, it's heaven or hell. Are you missing this moment to worry about the next? Living every day as if it were your last. Waiting for a time when it all will be past. Are you here now? Ooh, oh, 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 here now. Ooh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, living in your head, trying to make sense of a life which is more than paying the rent. Try to fill your life with the future and things you simply can't ignore when your heart of hearts sings. Keep backing to the inside, forget about the outside. For a while, use your breathing, feel your love. Take the time to do what you love. Here, now, oh, 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 here. I don't want to long become clear. Stay in the moment and drop your fear. Feel your breathing, feel your love. Take the time out to do what you love. Here, now, oh, 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 here, now, here, now, here, now, here, now, here, now. Well, are you here now? Thank you. Well, I recognize almost all of you here. This is like our own private party. Although it's not private, it's open to everyone. How many of you have, are seeing me for the very first time tonight? Wow, that is amazing. No matter how often I play this city, or these cities, new people are always coming around. So I get to show off my great toys that I have here, besides the wonderful guitars. This guitar is, as I mentioned, a classical, acoustic electric, hollow body, handmade MIDI guitar. So it's not only a classical guitar, it's a MIDI instrument too, just like the piano keyboards you've seen or synthesizers, where you push the key of the piano and get the sound of a drum or a trumpet or a violin. Well, they've got that for guitar too. So on my guitar I can play stuff like, got a kick drum here when I play my 4th string. If I play my 3rd string, I get that hi-hat cymbal sound. 2nd string is a snare drum sound. And with my floor pedal here, I can switch the instruments I'm playing on guitar, like. Or. So I have a choice of 400 sounds I can play, all on the guitar. Then what I can do with these sounds and with my voice is put everything into a digital loop as I go. So I have another floor pedal button over here. If I push this button and then sing, or play something, and then sing, or play something, it'll repeat and then sing, replace something, it'll repeat. Yeah, then I can add more stuff like replace something, it'll repeat. Yeah, then I can add more stuff like replace something, it'll repeat. Or I could sing some harmony. 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 Or I could sing some more. Yes. Thank you. I am a band in my own mind. And that's what I titled the live CD that I put out a few years ago. It catches me doing just what you're seeing me do here in several different situations. I'm going to do another song from my Twice in One Day CD. This is also on the live recording. And yes, the dance floor is open. Does it sound like a tunnel out there?
Or is it just to me?
Or is it just because you're off to the side? How's the volume, first of all? Is it too loud? Bring it down just a little bit? Getting mixed reviews here. If you guys were sound men, you'd be fighting over the controls. I'll bring it down just a little bit. Oh, my boss tells me to turn it up. Okay. Love it when that happens. This is called Life is a Mystery. I tried to talk, but I know you're not listening. Our experiences aren't the same. They say love is fickle, and they say love is blind. We could love so easy if we just clear our minds. Can you really tell what I'm thinking? Can you really feel what's in my heart? Can we really know what we are doing? Oh, life is a mystery. It's a beautiful mystery. I said life is a mystery. It's a beautiful mystery. You try to talk, but you know that I'm not hearing you. 'Cause my experience, it clouds up my mind sometimes. If we can remember our common existence, we will see we are all of one kind. Can you really tell what I'm thinking? Can you really feel what's in my heart? Can we really know what we are doing? Oh, life is a mystery. It's a beauty. Whoa, now we hold so tight to all our expectations, and then we stuff them in our ears like a ball of cotton. So how can we hear the ever-changing music of this beautiful life, this beautiful life? So open up your ears now, open up your eyes, forget what you think you know. We've been fed so many lies. I say life is a mystery. It's a beautiful mystery. Life is a mystery. It's a beautiful mystery. Life is a mystery. It's a beautiful mystery. Life is a mystery. It's a beautiful, it's a mystery, mystery. Life is a mystery. It's a beautiful, it's a mystery, mystery. Life is a mystery. It's a beautiful, it's a mystery, mystery. Life is a mystery. It's a mystery, mystery. Thank you. It ain't the strings, it's the humidity. I mentioned my boss earlier. That's Deborah over there, who is largely responsible for for both of us being able to make a living being musicians, being a musician and a manager. And she likes to call herself my boss. But I do have some say in a few things. But we've known each other since the early 70s. And even back then, when she was in high school, she thought she should be my manager. And she probably should have. But I wasn't ready for that. But I wrote this song for Deborah. It's kind of our story. A song that I put on my As Far As I Can See recording. It's called You and I. From the moment I saw you, I knew we would be close, like a long lost friend, like an intimate ghost. Something about your eyes and your long brown hair drew me to you from I don't know where. I was too scared to love you, too in love to stay away. I gave what I could to you. Our friendship began that day for you, and I will be together as long as we are friends. We can weather the times when we forget we are lovers, you and I. I stood there frozen, watching you glide across the ice. Pure emotion in motion made me fall in love twice. Friends from the start, lovers held at bay, always with someone else. But somehow I knew that someday we'll be together as long as we are friends. We can weather the times when we forget we are lovers. Now after so many years, the time is right. We can give everything. We are lovers tonight. And if our romance grows cold in the winter of our lives, we can skate on that silent pond till passion melts the ice. For you and I will be together as long as we are friends. We can weather the times when we forget. You and I will be together as long as we are friends. We can weather the times when we forget we are lovers, you and I. Thank you. I'd like to do a song from my first album, another one from my first recording. This song I wrote for my daughter when she was about 5. Now she's 31. This is called Daddy Come Dance. Sitting on the sofa, a picture of charm. She with her blanket, he with her arm. Sitting together, but so far away. She's got that sad look in her eye, halfway between a sob and a sigh. And he's on an island, he's so far away. She says, Daddy, come dance with me. Why are you so far away? Pick me up, swing me round, oh Daddy, come dance with me. So he puts on her favorite dancing tune, and they step into the middle of the living room. A little bit scared, but he takes her hands. She says, Daddy, come dance with me. Why are you so far away? Pick me up, swing me round, oh Daddy, come dance with me. She says, Daddy, come dance with me. Why are you so far away? Pick me up, swing me round, oh Daddy, come dance with me. Why are you so far away? Pick me up, swing me round, oh Daddy, come dance with me. Thank you. Here's an a cappella song. This one's called Follow Your Happiness. Hey. Bop doom bop doom bop ba doom bow bop doom bop do yum bow bop doom bop ba doom bow bop doom bop do yum bow bop doom bop ba doom bow doom bop do yum bow doom bop ba doom bow doom bop do yum bow doom bop ba doom bow doom bop do yum bow.
You got to follow your happiness. Follow your happiness. There is one thing in this life to remember, it's follow your happiness. Now when you're lost in confusion and you don't know the no from yes, this advice I would give to you: follow your happiness. Now it ain't easy being human, yet life can be so delicious. So much pleasure, so much pain. Sometimes I can't tell the difference. So once in a while I stop and let the rest of the world pass me by. In the quiet of my heart I find the reason why. You got to follow your happiness. Follow your happiness. There is one thing in this life to remember, it's follow your happiness. I mean, really, if it's all just a waste of time, playing somebody else's games, singing somebody else's lines, well, I'd rather die. I'd rather die. But I know when I feel happy, and I know when some things are skewed. When I'm happy, I'm living in harmony, and I feel closer to the truth. So I say, follow your happiness. Follow your happiness. There is one thing in this life to remember, it's to follow your happiness. 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 You got to follow your happiness. There is one thing in this life to remember, it's follow your happiness. Yeah, follow your happiness. You got to follow your happiness. If there's one thing in this life to remember, it's follow your happiness. Yeah.
Had a request just before I started. Happy to do this song. I love this song. It's a Cat Stevens tune.
I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, lose my lands, oh, if I ever lose my hands, oh, I won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, if my colors all will dry, oh, if I ever lose my eyes, oh, if I won't have to cry no more. I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my legs, I won't moan and I won't beg. Oh, if I ever lose my legs, oh, if I won't have to walk no more. And if I ever lose my mouth, all my teeth, northern's out. Oh, if I ever lose my mouth, oh, if I won't have to talk. Well, did it take long to find me? I asked the faithful light. Well, did it take long to find me? And are you gonna stay? I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow.
This song is from my If recording. We've got all the recordings over here and groovy t-shirts as well, and a mailing list, and a couple of groovy lanterns. I don't think those are for sale though. Tickets, we have circus tickets. Did anybody else get circus tickets in the mail? Wow, we're the only ones. So we're happy to share them because we can't make it next weekend to the circus. But free circus tickets for adults or kids over there. What's that? Oh, you're gonna sell them? St. Paul is where the circus is happening, right? Anyway, this comes from my If CD. It's a song I wrote for my parents. It was about time I did something really nice for them, you know, because I scared them a lot, I think. Not when I was really young, but like in my 30s I started acting out. When I had no one, you know, to fall back on but myself. So they worried a little bit at that time, but and I challenged them, as we all like to challenge our parents' values. And then I've sort of come around to having very similar values now, and hearing myself say things that my dad would have said. I even sneeze like my dad. That's really weird. Anyway, this is a song for them called You Are the One. She looks across the kitchen table at the man she's loved for 60 years now. Maybe all of them weren't so grand, but you can still see him as a handsome young man. She used to hear him from across the park, singing to the crowds on Saturdays. And as she watched the children in her care, she imagined that they were theirs. And she could see beyond her 20 years to a day when they would be one. To a day like today,
happy and gray, they can still sing, you are the one. Well, it wasn't quite how she'd imagined. Overseas and so far from home, he off somewhere in his uniform, and she waiting for him all day all alone. The loneliness almost drove her crazy. She tried to fill her days with the empty chores, things he didn't seem to notice. They were grooming him for war. But she could see beyond her 20 years to a day when they would be one, to a day like today, happy and gray, they can still sing, you are the one. Now she hears him from down the hall, singing as he works at his desk. She's rearranging photos in the living room and remembering all the things that she loved the best. On his arm on their wedding day, their first child on her breast, the way she feels when the family's all together, and the fragrance rising from the cedar chest brings her back to the day they met, and she could see beyond her 20 years to a day when they would be one, to a day like today, happy and gray, they can still sing, you are the one. Yes, they can still sing, you are the one. Thank you. Here's a song from my Simple Life CD, a song, another one by Cat Stevens, one that I've loved for years and learned a few years ago when it was about time to do that Simple Life album. Seemed to really fit
I'm going to do this song and then take a short break, give you a chance to check out the CD table, and I'll put on my instrumental album, the Chased by the Light album, during the break. Then be back with lots more music, some new songs that are going to be on my next album that's coming out in November, putting out a winter CD. I had all these great plans to do a double album release this spring with a bunch of instrumental music on one disc, and on the other disc some lyrical music, and call it the Best of Both Worlds. We had the graphic design all ready to go, and the concept was there, and all the instrumental music was there, and I went to write the lyrical music, and they came out winter songs, being in the middle of winter that I was writing. So I decided, oh, I think I'll shelve the one idea and do the winter CD. Hit it.
Oh, I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. A peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Oh, I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. A peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train. Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, come on the peace train. This peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, come on the peace train. Oh, get your bags together, go bring your good friends too, 'cause it's getting new, it soon will be with you. Oh, come and join the living, it's not so far from you, and it's getting nearer, soon it will all be true. A peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train. Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, come on the peace train, peace train. Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, come on the peace train. Oh, I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. A peace train, take this country, come take me home again. A peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train. Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, come on the peace train. This peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on the peace train. Is this a peace train? Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, come on the peace train, peace train. Ooh, ah, hey, ah, ooh, ah, is this a peace train? Come on the peace train. We're on the peace train.
Thank you. Some of us know how to dress for a public event, man. What a hit. Awesome. I'll be right back. I'm going to start this set off with the title song from my Simple Life CD, a song I wrote about leaving the city and moving up north to the woods by the lake, the big lake, Superior. So this is Simple Life. We built our house back in the woods, built it ourselves because we could. And when we were done, we said it was good. We wanted to live the simple life. I gather wood right off our land, split it for fire with my own hands, draw my water from the spring when I can, also we can live the simple life. I just couldn't live in the city. There's way too many roads and not enough trees. I can only take it for a day or two, then it's back to the simple life. I was brought up at the edge of town, one foot on pavement, one on ground. Crowded days at school spun my head around, so I hurry home to my simple life. Now I can't seem to give up one or the other. The city's my work, the woods my lovers, so I'll go between the two forever, as long as I can live my simple life. I just couldn't live in the city. There's way too many people and not enough solitude. I can only take it for a day or two, then it's back to the simple life. I just couldn't live in the city. There's way too many buildings and not enough air to breathe. I can only take it for a day or two, then it's back to the simple life. So now I find my music in the woods, in between shores of water and wood, and then I pack up my songs of string on wood and bring you a taste of my simple life. Well, you know it's all in
inside our heads. No matter what we do or where we make our bed, as long as we are loving and we're fed, anyone can live a simple life. Anyone can live a simple life. I just want to live a simple life.
Thank you. I really do find my music in the woods. I wrote that song in the middle of the woods at our Hovland home, looking out at beautiful, perfect winter weather. And this winter I spent a lot of time cross-country skiing through the woods, and that's where I came up with a lot of the ideas and melodies and lyrics for my album that's going to come out in November. I'm affected a lot by my environment with my songwriting. This song was inspired by hiking down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon at Phantom Ranch. How many people have been to Phantom Ranch? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that's like a higher percentage than usual. How many have been to the rim of the Grand Canyon? Yeah, it's about, I think it's about 1% of people that go to the rim actually go down to the bottom. Got to be a little bit of a glutton for punishment, or at least be in shape enough to enjoy it, I guess. But I really dug it. It totally turned me on to hiking to the point where I started doing a lot of the Superior hiking trail also. And so coming up on the 20th, I'm going to start the hike up the entire Superior hiking trail from Two Harbors all the way up to the Canadian border, which is about 209 miles. I'm going to do it with my dog, make her carry everything, and I'm sure I'm going to come out with some songs from that experience too. So this is titled Calling.
There's a light on the horizon, and it's calling out my name. And before I know what I'm seeing, it's the heartbreaking rust of sunrise. Sunrise. There's a river deep inside this canyon, and it's calling out my name. Step by step, turn by turn, she fills my heart till I'm singing. She's calling, she's calling, she's calling. There's a bird wind, and she's crawling out my name to be free once again, to be me. Ah, that's the game. There's a longing deep inside my soul, and it's calling out my name. Flows through my life just like the river cuts through my heart, just like sunrise.
Thank you. Well, I've neglected to introduce part of the band. The little guitar is the baby snow leopard. That's that one's name. This one is Flamenca del Rosa. And this one is the snow leopard. And he built this, David built this with local wood from up where we are. This is bird's eye poplar on the back and sides. And spruce from his backyard is on the top here. And then this is birch reclaimed from the bottom of Lake Superior. That is a little farther away, over near Bayfield. That's where they found all that great wood. I'd like to do a couple of songs that are going to be on my next album. This one I wrote actually in the spring, so it's going to be like the last song on the album, kind of bringing us back around to some warmth. This song is called Light of Love. This is the time of awakening. The season has come for new light. The cold giving way to a warm wind. The darkness is chased by the light. World half asleep since the snowfall is turning her face to the sun. Somehow the seeds still remember to spring from the earth as one. So we sing her song of love, and we watch the stars above for a sign of the change in the seasons, the return of the light of love. Some of us stay through the winter. Some of us fly to the sun. And those who remain know the joy that comes with the taste of spring rain on the tongue. So we sing a song of love, and we watch the stars above for a sign of the change in the seasons, the return of the light of love. Is this the reason for living? To learn from the earth how it's done. We're never far from our mother. She's where we are going and where we're from. So we sing her song of love, and we watch the stars above for a sign of the change in the seasons, the return of the light of love. Love. Thank you. Well, this is one of the winter songs I wrote right around April. I figured out that I went cross-country skiing about 70 times this last winter, and we didn't have that much snow up north, but I had the good fortune of being really close to a great trail, so I got out a lot, and sometimes had to, walk over dirt, but it was worth it for the rest of the trip. This is called Winter Song. In the air like a winter song, making everything white all along my path, over memories of autumn hues. It's music to my eyes, and I've always loved harmony. Cuts to the very heart of me, like a fire in December. Down to my soul it warms me. It's like the promise of love in the spring. It's in the way that the sun makes me sing. It's in the way that the autumn can bring a grateful tear to my eye. Every season is calling to me to be the changes that I want to see in a world full of disharmony. I'll sing my winter song. I know sometimes it seems winter freezes everything, but what appears to be cold and still is only sleeping. And sleep is when we dream of the songs we want to sing. From the darkness and the silence comes a new refrain. It's like the promise of love in the spring. It's in the way that the sun makes me sing. It's in the way that the autumn can bring a grateful tear to my eye. Every season is calling to me to be the changes that I want to see in a world full of disharmony. I'll sing my winter song.
spring, it's in the way that the sun makes me sing. It's in the way that the autumn can bring a grateful tear to my eye. Every season is calling to be the changes that I want to see in a world full of days. Harmony, I'll sing my winter song. My winter